Welcome back to this episode of Dream Season Live right here on DoD TV. DoD team member Caleb Byers and his wife Taylor are back in the saddle once again. After helping his little buddy Wyatt on an Iowa bruiser last episode, Caleb has taken his Mathews bow out for some whitetail action in his own backyard. Talk about home field advantage. Let's see if these two can close the chapter on this dark horn brute. This episode of DoD TV is brought to you by HHA Sports, leading the industry in single pin technology for the past 14 years. Range, dial, shoot.
Well, it is October 3rd here in Iowa, and we decided to come back to the same blind we went to last night. This buck's been pretty consistent, so we have a perfect northeast wind, and it's a perfect wind. It blows kind of right back at our house. You know, this buck's been consistent enough. He didn't show last night, but we feel like if we hunt him, he's gonna show. This is a very cool buck. You know, he's got a huge one side, and then he's got a kind of funky other side. But his left side is huge, so we call him Hefty Lefty. He's been coming out the back right corner of this food plot and then kind of milling around and then working into a pretty close shot. So when he does come to this plot, he comes with plenty of daylight. So with a little luck, we'll be sitting behind him tonight. He's got perfect conditions, only a high of 48 today, and a little light drizzle of rain. Hopefully that stops before the bucks get up on our feet, but we couldn't have asked for better conditions going into this early part of bow season. DeerCast says good. So we're going to settle in this blind, hopefully in for a good evening. Switch to this window, Taylor. Yes. Smoke, damn it. Yes. Good job. Well, we were just sitting here thinking, like, what the heck is going on? Because it is perfect. It's a high 48 today. It's been raining all day. The sun popped out and we haven't had a single deer on the field. And I was like, I don't know what's going on. And literally as those words came out of my mouth, I look to the corner of the food plot right here and our target buck pops out. All the hard work just paid off big time. We literally are hunting on 16 acres. So that proves right there, you don't need a lot of land to have a little honey hole. We killed 3 turkeys out of this clover plot this spring and just shot a freaking giant right behind our house. And my landowner tag is filled.
Awesome job.
He was pumping blood like crazy. Oh man, I am jacked. This feeling never gets old. Wyatt killed a buck a few days ago, and I just punched my landowner tag, and it couldn't feel better. 2 bucks down, and we're on October 3rd. We gotta find the deer, obviously, but he was squirting blood you know, with the angle down on him, it's gonna eat him up. So that raised tri-pan, he's not gonna be able to handle that. But just for right behind our house, that is an absolute giant. Oh, yes.
Good job.
Sorry, that was a little aggressive. I'm pretty jacked up. First buck with the Mathews, baby. Whoa. Well, we got down and we found my arrow. It's absolutely painted. That's how you want a victory arrow to look when you're done. We've seen that he's bleeding good, so we're gonna follow the trail now, I assume, since try and find him before it gets dark on us. Lots of bubbles, so I think you know, we're just at the edge of the field here, and I think we're gonna just go ahead and go follow him, because that to me looks like definite double long. So it's spraying all the way through here. Yeah, I'd say we got longs. Covered. Look at that scream. Yeah, I'm still on.
It's everywhere.
Right up here's the last place I see me, because the tall weed.
Oh, he's right there.
It's right there. Heck yes. Probably only went another 10 yards from where I seen him.
Yeah.
That's freaking awesome. Right out our back door. Heck yeah. Let's get a tag on him and
Yep.
get him drugged back up to the food plot. Third. Well, here we are, right out our back door. And this is the culmination of a lot of hard work put in on our little 16-acre slice of heaven. We've done everything you could do to make this place more attractive for whitetails. And to say I'm elated would be an understatement. This is a buck that we set out to kill early this year. We've seen him all summer long behind our house, and he was very daylight active. So we actually hunted him last night, and DeerCast said great. We've seen a few other deer, just not him. So we're kind of discouraged, but we're like, you know what, we're gonna stick to our guns. DeerCast said great again tonight, and he was the first deer on the field. So that just shows that you don't need a ton of acres to kill a nice deer. And it means even a little bit more, you know, because it's such a small piece right out our back door. And I just couldn't be more excited.
to be setting behind a buck with so much character, and you know, one that the kids have watched several days of the year. So the farm might seem a little bit more empty without him, but it's always, you know, it's always a bittersweet chase. But we had a goal and we set out to do it, and we achieved it. So an awesome start to the season nonetheless.
This episode of DoD TV is brought to you by First Farm, the foundation of high performance nutrition. Join the Legion of Boom today. We're adding new videos every week, so make sure to click that subscribe button and check out all of our amazing content. This episode of DoD TV was brought to you by Leupold.